Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Bloodborne. In the previous episode, we defeated the second boss of the game, an enemy hunter, and yeah, now that he has been defeated, a new path has been opened up to us. This staircase. Now, if you're still having troubles defeating that boss, this next thing that we're about to discuss probably gonna help you out a little bit, but yeah, how you're supposed to discover this without accidentally using the music box is beyond me, but regardless, if you follow this trail of blood over here, there's the red jeweled brooch. Yes, that man was in fact, yeah, I'm sure you can pretty much put two and two together. So that is why using the music box would kind of stun him and make him weak. Not required to defeat him, but hey, it is very helpful in sort of a dark way. But anyways, let's move on. Now, you're going to see a couple of differences from the last episode. I have over 10,000 souls. Why is that? Well, it's because there's going to be an item that we can purchase that is going to help us out a tiny bit. Now, this item is not required, but I imagine more than a few people thought about purchasing it and seeing what it does. So first off, I'm going to show you the path that, well, is purchased with the key, and the path that isn't, probably in the next episode. But for the time being, we're going to come into this room and see that there's a chest that, well, it's very not hidden, so chances are we're probably supposed to open it. And we'll get the Blood Gem Workshop tool. And hey, there seems to be another note over here. The Bergenworth spider holds all manner of rituals and keeps our lost master from us. A terrible shame. It makes my head shudder uncontrollably. What does that even mean? Who is this Bergenworth spider? The heck if I know, but hey, at least we are aware of its existence now. So that's good, right? I guess. After defeating Father Gascoigne, the Cathedral Ward will be unlocked to us, and there seems to be... Who are you? What are you doing here?
Oh, you must be a hunter. Very sorry. The incense must have masked your scent. Good, good. I've been waiting for one of your ilk. These hunts have everyone all locked up inside, waiting for it to end. It always does, always has, you know, since forever. But it won't end nicely, not this time. Even some folks hiding inside are going bad. The screams of women folk, the stench of blood, the snarls of beasts, none of them's too uncommon now. Yarnum's done for, I tell ya. But if you spot anyone with their wits about them, tell them about this here Erden Chapel. They'll be safe here. The incense wards off the beasts. Spread the word. Tell them to come on over, if you wouldn't mind.
So this guy or girl wants us to bring survivors to this here chapel. Whether you decide to do that or not is up to you, but I will be showing eventually what happens when you do so. But for the time being, we need to head back to the Hunter's Dream, so we can purchase that item for 10,000 souls. Now, I could use it at a level which would probably be smarter, but for those who are curious to what this item does, I'll show you. So we come over here to key items and the Hunter Chief Emblem. This is going to help us and open a gate in the Cathedral Ward. But before we do that, let's actually do some side quests. The first of which is here in Yaska's clinic. If we speak to her after retrieving one of her vials, She will also ask if we can help her locate survivors so that she can protect them.
Oh, well, hello. Splendid. Let me ask you a small kindness. You're soon off to hunt, I presume? Then, if you find any survivors, tell them to seek Yusefka's clinic. Upon my Hippocratic oath, if they are yet human, I will look after them. Perhaps even cure them. This sickness, these beasts, they are not to be feared. This time the night is long. I may be trapped here, but I should do something to help. I'll even offer a reward for your cooperation. Tempted? Well, off you go then.
So we have two options, either the clinic or the chapel. We also met two people in our journey so far that are seeking shelter. So you know what? Let's go tell them about these new areas.
Well, if you hadn't got off your arses, you wouldn't be in this mess. You're obligated to help me, you hear? So what'll it be? Are you going to tell me you're not?
Well, since you asked so nicely, I think I'll direct you to the clinic.
Well, what do you know? An outsider worth a lick of salt. Well, don't just stand there. Don't you have work to do? Go slit some throats. Get this mess done with.
Well, she isn't wrong, so let's head over to our next survivor, which is in Central Yarnum. The other person that we can save is over here.
Hello, Mr. Hunter. Still can't find my mum.
So now we have an option. Give her the brooch, or don't. I recommend that you don't.
Oh, okay. I can wait. But isn't there something I can do? Maybe Mum and Dad are stuck out there, waiting for me to come and find them. What do you think, Mr. Hunter?
Yet again, the chapel or the clinic. Personally, I'm going with the clinic.
Yes, okay. Thank you, Mr. Hunter. I love you almost as much as Mum and Dad. And Granddad.
Now that we've taken care of that, hopefully they'll find their way to the clinic. And sorry, I don't want to talk to her again, but yeah, let's head over to Yaska's. Once we return and speak to Yaska again, we will get our reward.
Oh, hello. You're all right. Very good. She's safe with me now. I presume you're to thank? The treatment is going well. Stabilized, for the most part. Fascinating, really. Here you are, as promised. Oh, thank goodness you came. Be a dear. Find me some more.
Notice her very uneven breathing. Yeah, so if you decide to bring them to the church or the clinic, that's up to you, but personally, I'll take the items. But now that's been taken care of, let's start this episode right. And now that that tiny diversion has been taken care of, it's time to explore the Cathedral Ward. Now this place is where the game gets a little confusing. There are a couple paths you can take that are different. Technically, there are two bosses we could fight right now, and I'm gonna try and sneak up on this guy, and it did not work. Yeah, these clergymen are kind of rough. They have a lot of poise, but still can get countered relatively easy. So let's get that visceral attack and get some blood. But as I was saying, there are a couple paths we can take right now, and I'm going to be showing the one in case you bought the Hunter's Mark. It's not the best shortcut ever, but it is nice because in this area, we're going to get some armor that'll be very beneficial to us for fighting one of the bosses here. I'm going to try my best to get a boss fight in this episode as well, and I'm getting a little bit better at the parry system, which I like a lot. So Yeah, hopefully we'll get some more souls. I do believe the overkill mechanic is still in effect if we kill an enemy. Oh no, yeah, there's an item over here. With an excess amount of damage. It is nice. And wait, what? What the heck was that? Is that supposed to happen? I don't even know what the heck that was. So I did not ever encounter that in any of my playthroughs. That is really bizarre. But yeah, there's a top hat. Is it worth making you almost crap your pants? Probably not. But it looks cool. Yeah, let's put our normal hat though, because that's more physical defense, which we're gonna be needing for the majority of this level. And that's so weird. Where even was that thing at? That was definitely creepy, but yeah, as I was saying, Cathedral Ward, very big place. I'm gonna try my best to get to the boss and fully explore it, at least a little bit in this video. May happen, may not happen. I guess we'll have to see. But yes, this area is pretty important to us because it's gonna take us to one of the bosses, but we're not gonna explore that area yet because the boss of this next area that we could enter has a couple poison attacks, and we currently have very low poison resistance. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna miss our pebble apparently, and try and bait this guy over here, and hopefully none of his other friends aggro. Good. How is that not a parry? Are you serious? Oh my god. Not a big deal though. Well, we aggroed the dog, but I think it actually no, it didn't get knocked out. Took a little bit of damage though. It's interesting how the dog did not actually aggro with its owner. I feel like that's a little weird, but yeah, just take it slow with these guys. They may look like the beginning enemies, but trust me, they have a little bit more health and do a fair bit more damage. I'm gonna see if I can... No, I didn't get it. That's fine, though. Just 2 attacks with my normal axe, and they'll go down. But over here is a very useful item. Actually, well, a guy that has a useful item, but to get to it, you guessed right, we gotta fight more enemies, which I'm not really complaining about. It is getting increasingly more difficult to commentate these fights, but it's fun, I gotta say. But these riflemen are not. They do a ton of damage, man, like legit. Like, I feel like you should not do that much damage from range. I don't know, that's just how I feel about it. But over here is a secret room. Well, not really a secret room, since to get to this area in the first place, you'd pretty much have to know about it. And a lever. Now, make sure you remember that you pull this, because it's going to take you to another area that we'll get in the next episode. See? Unravels that area, and there's some Madman's Knowledge over here. Not too sure what use the Madman's Knowledge has at the moment, but I'll make sure to tell you about that if I know. But yeah, there is a guy standing over here. Well, kind of kneeling, but you get the idea. And we actually want to talk to him.
You're a beast hunter, aren't you? I knew it. That's precisely how I started out. Oh, beg pardon. You may call me Alfred, protege of Master Ligurius, hunter of vile bloods. So, what say you? Our prey might differ, but we are hunters, the both of us. Why not cooperate and discuss the things we've learned? Oh, very good. Very good indeed. Take this to celebrate our acquaintance. Beast hunting is a sacred practice. May the good blood guide your way. There must be oodles for us to share. Go on, just tell me what piques your interest. I bid you farewell. It has been a pleasure. May the good blood guide your way.
So for speaking with him, we're getting an item called a fire paper. You want that item. It basically enchants your weapon with fire, and enemies that are weak to fire, it's going to do extra damage. Highly recommend you pick that up. All you gotta do is cooperate with him. You don't even have to inquire or anything. We'll be able to do that a little bit later, but for the time being, I'm more focused on getting to the boss of this area. Alright, sorry for that brief interruption. If we come over here, though, we're going to be some cold blood dew, and I forget what this item is. My notes useful. Yeah, Molotov cocktail, nice. So now that we've taken care of that, and we have the fire paper, we can get started on more of the Cathedral Ward. Because this area is going to take us to Old Yarnum, which is basically a place I don't want to tackle yet. And instead, we're going to head to the Cathedral Ward, because I personally think it's a little bit easier. And I do not want to run into that spider thing again. I don't even know if it was a spider, but it had, like, spider hands, if that makes any sense. And oh boy. Here we go, guys. This big guy over here. He's big. And there's a Bloodstone shard. He's pretty rough, but you know what? I think we could take him, maybe, maybe not. Probably not, actually. I'm gonna have to dual wield, or not dual wield, but two-hand for this. Try and get some small attacks. Maybe. Actually, probably just with the small axe is better. As you can see, this guy is in a very annoying area. It's very close quarters, but is doable. I recommend just rotating to the right a bunch. That's really all you gotta do. Heal really fast. Just when he's about to attack, just wait for him. You really gotta be patient versus this enemy. And okay, I thought I was gonna get hit. That's good though. One more attack, ought to do it. And down it goes. Alright, nice. Got a nice hat going on, and yeah, we're starting to get Bloodstone shards a lot more frequently. Now what you could do is, you could shut this gate and then explore this area so that enemy could not follow you, but it's not really that important. And if we walk slowly here, there should be another one of these ogre troll guys walking around patrolling this area. Now if you use properly, and I recommend you take down the right one, you can get a very easy visceral attack and basically remove him from the equation. But we're gonna have to be slow about it, so let's just walk ever so quietly. Charge up our R2 and get it. Nice. Then just tap R1 right behind him. Easy kill. No problem. And we can even dodge past this guy. So sweet. This troll does a lot more damage. I don't even know if they're trolls. I don't know why I keep calling them that. For all I know, they could just be normal people in this town. Who really knows? Not sure why they have such a fascination with bricks, really, but hey. That's cool, I guess. Oh my god, no! Okay, they're doing a fair bit more damage now, as you can see. We're going through blood vials like they're going out of fashion. Golly, but that's alright. Let's take down that guy. And there's some birds to knock out too. I do recommend you fight as many enemies as you can, because experience in this game does matter a lot. Like levels, you'd be surprised how much they help you in fights. And is there anything over here? I'm trying to be as thorough as possible. And I must admit, I'm not too familiar with this area. So I'm just trying to make sure. And yeah, there's a body over here. And I believe this will be the telescope. Nope, the monocle. Nice. If you equip that, it lets you basically see a little closer. It's kind of neat. Place you play in first person. And man, look at that view. I think I put that item there just so you'd look at that view. But maybe not. Who knows? We're not out of the woods yet, though. I think there are some more crows. And also this guy. Great. You got used to fighting the one with the axe. You better get used to fighting the one with the ball. Actually, you probably don't have to, considering this is the only one I've seen so far with this item. If we sneak up fast enough behind him, we should be able to get that attack. Alright. Now, that's not going to be a visceral attack because I guess they just have ridiculous amounts of poise. Now, I was able to get a visceral attack on them one time, but I didn't even use my gun or anything, so I'm not too sure how that happened. But it is possible, I'll tell you that much. But is it worth it? Maybe not. Just get your charge attacks off and it'll go down eventually. So why do we come this way? Well, it doesn't really lead anywhere other than giving you a couple of bloodstone shards, which if you have not been upgrading your weapon with those, yeah, go do that right now. Currently, we're sitting at a +2 axe, which isn't too bad. But I'm going to work towards getting that Kirk hammer eventually. And alright, I believe we're safe here because there's incense. Yeah, I guess that's what those are. And over here is going to be a chest. Recommend you pick up this chest because it's not too shabby. We're going to get a bloodstone, and this door is locked. So what these bloodstones do is that we can enhance our weapon and basically customize it a little bit with buffs. Now that we have that other tool we got after fighting Gascoigne. We'll get into what that does once I get the Kirk hammer, and we'll look more in depth into that. But for this next boss, if you have some bloodstones, infuse them at the workshop. If not, just do what you're doing and play the game. And I thought those are alive. It's the thing about those bird enemies that you can't tell if they're dead or not. It's very, very annoying. But if you have the hunter's mark that you purchased from, well, the Bath Messenger is the only place I think you can get it. You use the emblem right here to open up this main gate. Yes, it will cost you a lot of blood. Is it worth it? That's really up to you. Personally, there are too many great items to pass up here, and alright. We got this guy who has a flamethrower. Gotta say, kind of cool weapon choice from FromSoft's standpoint. Yeah, I don't like him. He's really annoying. But when he's shooting that fire, he's not very mobile, so you can usually get a charge attack off him, right? Let's try and hit his body. Oh, that was too slow. To get some of our HP back. And I'm not quite sure, do bullets power that flamethrower? Possibly. I see you, stupid bird. Okay, trying to attack me. We got some thick cold blood. Nice, nice. I like it. It's not dew anymore, it's just thick cold blood. And let's try it. No, we didn't get it. But we'll get that though, alright. I keep trying to get the backstabs on these enemies, but it becomes kind of difficult as time goes on. Alright, some blood vials. I believe these are throwing knives, poison throwing knives this time, 12 of them, so that's good to pick up, I guess. And this area is rough. Your first time coming through. I don't like this place. And yeah, isn't there just another door we can knock on?
Oh my, what a queer scent. But I'd take it over the stench of blood and beasts any day. What is it then? I'm off during hunts, so if that's what you're here for, I'll leave you to your own devices. If that doesn't do it, come back in the morning, darling.
Okay, someone mocks my smell and then invites me over for the night. Kind of odd, but yeah, there's a few villagers hanging around in the alleyway, just hiding. Kind of annoying. You know, it's doable, and he'll wake up. Let's knock him out too. And now you're gonna see that. Oh yeah, here it is. That is the most important armor set to pick up. Well worth the 10,000 souls you picked up. And all right, now you have to fight this really hard enemy and a rifleman at the same time. This is not my cup of tea. And this other weapon this guy has is not really used to seeing it. This is a really bad place to fight too. Let's try and get back some of our blood. Great. Well, that's one way to die, I guess. Yeah, don't corner yourself like that. Probably a bad idea. Okay, let's try this again. And yes, I have not retrieved my bloodstain yet, so we gotta look for that. Kind of forget where I died, though. I wonder if the enemy that killed me is gonna have it or not. It seems like it's random that when you... No, he doesn't, because his eyes aren't glowing. Okay, this is not looking great. You know what? I'm gonna extend my axe. Maybe that's what I need to do. Yeah, let's try that. Well, that was not... Did not want to do it like that. Let's try and use this R2 charge. We haven't done that in a while. Seems to help out versus enemies that I really don't want to get close to. Yeah, probably keep that in mind. The added range definitely is nice. And I'm gonna take down this gunman. Then we're gonna look for our bloodstain. Oh man, I just love the design of this area. It's so awesome. Even if this game is a tiny bit unforgiving, I must say, with, you know, how fast you can just get dealt damage, gosh. And I don't think it's over here. And that guy didn't kill me either, because his eyes aren't glowing. That must mean it's at the end of the alleyway, I think.
Oh, we've the deepest gratitude for the church and all they do for us. The deepest, widest gratitude, yes.
Okay. I'm not a member of the church, but I'll take the compliment anyway. So, yeah, over here it is. Nice. So that's a couple souls back, huh? Yeah. But this place is very, very nice for grinding. Not this place necessarily, but those clergymen outside are relatively easy to parry, so that's nice if you want to grind up. So far, I've only had to grind one time. That was right before... I think Gascoigne. No, I didn't. No, I just spent the souls I had. I'm thinking about my other playthrough, actually. Just so you know, this is not my initial blind playthrough. I did not find all the stuff out the first time. That'd be a little insane, but yeah. I think that kind of goes without saying with my playthroughs anyways. Alright, let's just knock these guys out. Collect our blood vials, and there's an enemy up there, but again, what they're all about later, but for the time being. Come on, give it to me! Alright, oh wow. we didn't even need to do the visceral attack. How about that? But that sort of knocked back the other guys. So I'm going to back up here and try this R2 thing, because I just do not like fighting these large enemies. I mean, the townsfolk are fine. But their half-beast counterparts, yeah, I'm not a fan. And the knockback with that weapon seems to do a pretty good job at keeping them at bay. So far, though, we're not doing so bad. I made it back relatively easily after I died, and it seems like I just keep dying. Oh, I thought I fell through the floor. Oh my god. But I'm doing okay so far. Being a little more cautious now. Let's see what these are. Bullets. I cannot stress enough how useful they are, and up there is a rather obnoxious enemy. Some thick, cold blood up there. Yeah, we'll get into what that enemy's all about probably a couple episodes from now, because it's not going to be too relevant to what we're trying to achieve in this part. In this part, we're trying to open up a shortcut to the main, like, part of the Cathedral Ward. Basically, it's almost a mandatory part of the game. Actually, no, it is a mandatory part of the game, because you wouldn't have the password. What is the password? Well, you're about to find out, because there's a little hint right over here. Pretty easy to miss, I must say, but a watchman of Bergenworth guards the gate with a password, the sacred adage of the Grand Cathedral. So our next objective is to get to the Grand Cathedral and learn said password to open up another area. What is this? Oh, just bullets, okay. Now, we're actually very close to that cathedral, but we do not want to constantly make that trek again. So what we're going to do, we're going to open up some shortcuts as these clergymen pass us. Let's fall down onto this dog. Dude, wow, that actually did not kill it. I'm actually very surprised by that. But yeah, dogs have a little more health than I thought. How about that? The first shortcut that we can open is pretty useful if you actually purchased that key. Opens up this sort of graveyard area. Now, all of those items, I believe, are just Madman's knowledge. Get them if you'd like, but eventually going back there will be a little bit easier. And the second shortcut we want to open, I need to probably take down these guys first before I do that, is this lever. Where's that lever? I don't know the exact proper way to say it, but it's fine. In the grand scheme of things, who cares if you pronounce something a little incorrect if you knew what I was talking about. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna not even try and... might as well, since I hit that button by accident. Maybe try and parry him. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Oh well, oh well. Don't want to waste my bullets after all. Even though we seem to be picking them up rather often. Just remember, that's not going to stay that way forever. And real fast. I'm going to look for some items up here. Now, I highly recommend you climb up this ladder if you're struggling against this next boss. Because this item is going to be extremely helpful. The Numbing Mist. What that does is, it's essentially a Lloyd's Talisman from Dark Souls. It prevents healing, and there's an item around here somewhere. It's for your messenger, but I can't really find it. I'm not going to spend too much time looking for it, since we want to, you know, get some progress in this video after all. And now you may be like, huh, this looks a little familiar. This is actually the northern part of the Grand Cathedral. Actually, no, the Cathedral Ward, not the Grand Cathedral. That's where we're trying to head to. Duh. Alright. I gotta go down. Give some more blood vials. Nice, nice. I like it. So now, as you can see, we're back to square one. Once you've unlocked all those shortcuts, head back, spend your souls, because you have a pretty rough boss ahead of you. And okay, I am back from the dream. I spent a fair bit of my blood echoes to level up, and I recommend you do the same. I am now level 27, 25 strength, 16 vitality. I recommend you're somewhere near the same. Also, I went and got some of these Molotov cocktails, and what else are we gonna need? We're gonna need to put on our fire paper. Where is that? Do I have it? Where is it? It has to be here. Oh, okay. I thought I didn't have it. So, fire paper, numbing mist, Molotov cocktails. I recommend them both. You may also notice in the upper left-hand corner, there is something that wasn't there before. That is because I imbued my weapon, or imbued, I guess, my weapon with that bloodstone we got in this episode in that chest near those urns. I'm gonna not mess with this guy. I definitely want to make it to the boss as quickly as possible. And alright, he'll go down too. So I recommend you do that. really helps a lot in this boss. I'm not too sure how exactly this buff works. It says you regain more health, but I'm not sure how that works. And also, I was grinding in this area and accidentally picked up this item that was over here. It's just a wooden shield. I don't know why you'd use that, but hey, it's there if you'd like. just to make point of that. Anyways, this path is going to lead us to the next boss, but the issue is it's littered with enemies, including that guy with the scythe who I do not want to fight in. Yeah, you can probably hear it. Another one of those giant axe guardian guys. And if I could be so careful. No, he's going to move. Crap. Well, I think we can still get the visceral attack on this guy if we're careful enough. There's actually 2 of them here. Oh, there's actually 4 of them here. I did not see that coming for some bizarre reason. But yeah, this is a really tight area. If you have the Hunter's Axe, or really just any like R2, you should be able to just bait their attacks, back up a little bit, and then charge it up. Okay, let's see if we can't finish that guy off. And ooh, it's a bad place to be. And I'll get hit right on the noggin, but we'll recover almost all of our HP, so it's like nothing even happened. And yeah, let's us look around here. Yeah, the scythe guy is still here. I do not like the scythe guy. I don't even know if he's stronger or anything. I just do not like fighting him. He's kind of scary, and if you take him down like that, stealthily, don't even have to worry about him. And I think that axe guardian is gonna unable to require. Do I have the maximum amount of blood vials? You know, I might. I've actually never even seen that, but, you know, let's run past those guys. I could knock out the one with the rifle, but not really worth my time. Instead, I'll concentrate on fighting these guys. They may not look intimidating, but they can inflict a very nasty status onto you. That's called Frenzy. It's basically like a bleed. If you played, you know, Demon Souls or Dark Souls. It is horrible. Luckily for us, once they lower their little stick down, they're very susceptible to a visceral attack in a counter. And alright, they're going down. They do a lot of damage. I don't like messing with them at all. And alright, we finally made it to the Grand Cathedral. If you've gotten this far, with, you know, only a couple of deaths, congratulations. This place is not easy. But it's not over yet. The boss of this area, it's probably, I want to say, the most difficult for me, honestly. This one's giving me a little bit of troubles, but hopefully we'll do. Okay. Oh man, I don't even know if I'm prepared, guys. This is gonna be rough. Vicar Amelia is our next fight. She is powerful. What I recommend is putting the oil urn on her, using a fire paper, and go to town. Now the best way to defeat her is, well, to dodge all the attacks, but hang around her hips and her side and her back. All of her attacks, for the most part, hit from the front, and if you keep your distance, she'll do something later in the fight that's going to make it basically unwinnable. Now you're going to see me using a lot of blood vials here. That is because, well, I just am flat out not good at fighting her. Okay, we're taking a lot of damage. Basically, anytime I get hit, I use a blood vial. That's just my state of mind. I do not want to get comboed by her multiple attacks. It's very easy to do so. And I'm going to try and use the one-handed axe here. Not because we actually have a chance to parry her, and okay, that was a really good attack to miss, but because the R1 charge seems to stagger her a lot. It's a little bit on the random side, but it does happen sometimes. Now this is the fight you're going to want those numbing mists for. We'll get into that a little bit later, but keep it in the back of your mind. Alright. Just concentrate here. That did not stagger her. Usually the Molotovs will actually, like, cancel some of her attacks, so it's a good idea to bring some, and I think we staggered her there, but we didn't have a chance to get the riposte animation. That's okay. That claw attack will literally one-shot you. Like, at this point, you will not have enough HP. And if at all possible, aim for her head, her wrists, or her hind legs. That was a mistake. I should have definitely done it. Oh, man, I thought I couldn't get it. I should have definitely just used a charge attack. I accidentally hit the Molotov button. Okay, so far we're doing good. Half HP. You know, you're starting to see she's glowing with this aura. What's that all about? Well, at half HP, she now has the ability to start to channel a spell that will heal her up. If that happens, immediately switch to the Numbing Mist and prevent that. Now, keep in mind, you only have so many of the mists. So that is what makes it scary. An alternative way to dealing with that is just to stay close to her. But the fact remains, easier said than done. I think she's going to start doing it. So I need to heal up and then get to my... as soon as possible. That grab is an insta-kill. Do not let that hit you, at least at my amount of vitality. Oh my god. I just really want to beat her. Oh man. I said this was going to be easy. This boss is definitely one of the more challenging ones, I gotta say, with our current level of equipment. Let's get behind her. Okay. I think she's going to start channeling the spell really quickly. We healed up a little bit of our HP. And this attack, that ground smack, that will literally do probably 90% of your HP. Okay, I think no, she's not. It's very difficult to see when she's going to channel the spell. But when she does it, if you don't interrupt it quickly, you're going to be sorry. Because she recovers a lot of her health. Okay, let's actually get hit. I'm going to extend my weapon here. Because there's really not a chance. Okay, here it goes. Chuck a Numbing Mist as soon as she starts to do that. And she can no longer heal herself. Cut off the arm. Not really cut off the arm, but we damaged it. Wish we could cut the arms off. That would make this fight a little bit easier. Okay, dodge the grab. Let's try and get it. There we go, nice. Damaging the head, very good idea if you can actually get it off. It's a bit risky, though, considering all of her attacks are, well, frontal. It's also very difficult to stand behind her. First of all, you know, her rags or the animation of her dress or whatever. I guess it's her fur now. It kind of just fused together. Whenever she does that, she can't actually heal, but I think the mist has worn off, so now she can. Oh my god. Please, I do not want to fight this again. I do not like this boss at all, if it hasn't been apparent. So far we're doing okay. We used 13 of our blood vials, but you know what? It was worth it. We did it. Hooray. Not the cleanest fight, I must say. Not at all. There's definitely a million ways that can be done easier, and oh my god, it's raining blood. Oh man. Well, as I said, not the smoothest fight, but a victory nonetheless. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching this episode of Let's Play Bloodborne. In the next part, we examine this altar. So see you guys then. Bye.